Hi girls, welcome to Wednesday Live. Look, I got my Taylor Swift shirt on. Represent. This is what the back looks like. I don't know if I've ever showed you girls this shirt. I always get a shirt. Do you see it? I always get a shirt when Taylor releases a new album. I always like to order it off of Pinterest because I feel like that's where the best shirts are. So this is the one I got for when TTPD came out, and honestly, I feel like I love TTPD more now than I did when it first came out. When it first came out, I was like, on first listen, I was like, that's just one of those albums you gotta let marinate. You know what I mean, girl? I'm gonna get into the chat so we can see what you girls are saying. Drop my links in the chat, girl. What? I've been really into that song by Tate McRae called Tit for Tat. I love Tate McRae. The only thing I wish is that she would release like clean versions of her album. I mean, her albums and her songs, because like she'll put out the original song and like it'll be the full like explicit version, and like that's cool, but like, girl, I don't want to listen to all that. You know what I mean? Like I want to listen to her and her music and her lyricism. It's all really good, but like the cuss words, it hurts my little ears. Same thing with Taylor Swift. It is so hard to find a clean album, like in CD form, because y'all know I be liking them CDs. Also, I'm at 1,000 on the Ghost app. Do you know how many followers I had back in like, when was it, like August or September? I was stuck at 297 followers for like ever, but I stayed consistent and I kept posting every day, and like I hit 1,000 like as of today. It's crazy. Like I grew by 200 a couple weeks ago, and then like I've grown by like 10 and 20 like overnight, and like gaining 10 and 20 followers overnight is crazy, girl. That's crazy. I don't care if some people want to minimize that and say that's a little, that's a lot, and I'm very thankful for that. So thank you for those of y'all who have supported me. I really appreciate it. I wish my family would stop messing with my air. See how I feel now that you're... Hopefully everybody that came yesterday will come again tonight, because we had a really good turnout yesterday. Basically, like the way that the lives are gonna go is whenever I get the best turnout, that's the time that I'm gonna be live. If I go live and ain't nobody come, I'm not going live. I'm not gonna be going live at that time because it ain't worth it. So if you want me to be live at a certain time, like make sure you're showing up at that time. You know what I mean? And like, y'all girls like showed up and showed out last night, so I thank you for that. So here I am live again at the same time. I'm actually live like 30 minutes later than I was last night, so I'm hoping that you girls can show up. I can make it, rather. That sounded a little aggressive. This is the Wet n Wild loose setting powder in the shade Translucent. You know, I'm gonna get my mom. I'm gonna get her. I hope she doesn't watch this. I'm gonna get her a wearable blanket, girl. I'm gonna get her several for every mood, for every possible mood she could have, any possible outfit she can have it matching. Also, girl, look at my nails. I know, girl. I need to do them. And I have an event on Friday, by the way. I wasn't expecting to go, but I met with one of my mentors today, and she was like, "Girl, you need to go. You need to go. Like that would be good for you." You know. My mentor and I were talking about like getting me out of this little like rut that I'm in, which I completely agreed. And so she's like, you need to go. And like at this particular event, I'm a little scared of someone like saying something stupid to me, because this is someone who said stupid things to me in the past. And what the heck was I saying? My mentor encouraged me to like think about this ahead of time, and was like, if this person wants to say something rude to you, like, they're gonna show their ASS and not you. You know what I mean? Like, if they say something rude to you, just be like, well, it's wonderful to see you too. Because she was like, what they say says more about them than it says about you. You know what I mean? So that was reassuring to hear that. Of course, it's easier to talk about that than it is to like actually deal with it. So I'm hoping that when Friday comes, I'm like ready. You know what I mean? Like I do okay, and I'm hoping that we won't have any issues. You know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. This is Maybelline Totally Toffee, by the way. You can even see me, girl. This lip looks like lopsided. I don't know what lip shape this is, but we're going with it for today, girl. Look. It's so weird. My iPad is doing the thing that it tells me that there's like less people in here that are actually here. I don't know why it does that, but it's been a problem lately, girl. And this stuff smells so good. Look at it. It looks like literal chocolate. This is Maybelline in the shade Topaz. I love this stuff. This whole like lifter gloss line, banger. Banger. So today's makeup look is kind of gonna be inspired by like honey and like, I don't know, like honey and like light brown tones. That's what I'm thinking for today. There's been like a technique that like I haven't used in a while, and I've been kind of curious about using it again. So that's what we going to do. Hey, thanks for asking. How are your COVID symptoms? They've been pretty good. I went to the dermatologist today. I feel like I tend to forget because I like try to not do too much.
Putsy, stop it.
I tend to forget because I try to not do too much, and then when I actually get to leave the house and go somewhere, my brain still thinks that I can walk at normal speed, and then I get out of my car and I do the first couple steps normal speed, and then I'm like, whoa, you better slow down. And so I slowed down, and then I could still feel like that like achy, like fatigue feeling in my arms. But I made it in and just took it slow. Thank you for asking. It's been rough, but like I am getting better. So, but it's still here. You know what I mean? Like she's still around. Yeah, it does suck. You know what? What can you do? You know, you gotta keep pushing. Gotta keep pushing. today, oh my gosh, today, this morning, I almost forgot because I've been busy today. This morning, I woke up and like my nose was like runny and my eyes were watery, and I was like, oh no, 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 no. I was like, this better be allergies, and I think it was. I used my little nasal spray and I was good. I was all good. But like, I was like, if I'm getting sick, I'm calling that doctor so fast. That's one thing I've learned from this, is the importance of taking care of yourself. If you're sick, do not ignore it. Do not ignore it and try to push through, because that does not work. Literally another thing I talked about with my mentor today. Because my mentor was like, Ashley, we've got to get you out of this rut. And I was like, I agree. I agree, girl. I'm done. I'm done with this. And then I like told her about like all the breakthroughs I've had this week, about like watching Joyce Meyer, and like how I feel like I need to like serve my community, you know what I mean? Like there's been a lot of bad things that have happened since I've been in this town, you know what I mean? But she's like, you have to like let go of like the this town hates me thing. And I'm like, I agree. Like it's, even if it is partially true, like it's not healthy for me to think, you know? And like, what better way than like to show the devil that like he doesn't have me and he's not gonna have me, by like, you know what, like you tried to get me to wall myself off, you know what, you tried to get me stuck in negative thinking, but guess what, I'm gonna go out and volunteer with these people. I'm not gonna let you win. I'm not gonna fall into that trap of like bitterness. By the way, this is the CoverGirl Clean Matte in the shade Classic Ivory, and this was Physicians Formula in the shade Creamy Natural. You have a cool accent. I don't have an accent. Y'all have an accent. And I'm just putting this one in the inner corner just to keep them nice and bright. But yeah, even if it's just like something small, like an hour a week, like I think I'm gonna talk to my church. But the other thing is, like, the more I think about it, like, y'all know that like I really struggled like with like the workaholic centric thinking, and I feel like it's like held me back professionally, and it's held me back like in all aspects of my life, because like I'm like so workaholic like centric that like it holds me back from actually being productive, when like that's what I'm actually hooked on, is being productive. But then because I'm so like wrapped up in it, you know what I'm saying, that it actually causes me to overwork myself, and then I have these health issues, and then I can't do the very thing that I wanted to do, which is work hard. You know what I mean? So I forget where I was going with that. But that was something else I've realized lately. I've never seen that TV show. Which makes the symptoms flare up. Yeah, well, that's like, but that was even a problem like before I got COVID. Like I feel like that might even be the reason. Like we'll never know the full reason why, but I feel like my lack of attention to like my own body and like my own health, like I think maybe I could have gotten over it in a week. It could have been a week of my life that I would have had to lay in bed, and then it would have been gone. But because I didn't stop and I decided to push through like an idiot, this has gone on for over 2 months. I learned my lesson. I can't talk about that on here, I'm sorry. This is Elf Camo in the shade 425N. Y'all have seen this before. I tend to use this when I'm really tan, but I used to use this technique a lot and I haven't used it in a while, so I just kind of want to give it another go. So I'm just going to go on the outer bits of the eye. And we're gonna go for like a really warm, like really defined crease. I saw a lady use this technique the other day on the Clock app on live, and it reminded me that like I used to do this technique. So like you can use just one shadow and just apply that eyeshadow more defined on the outer edge of the eye, and it's gonna give you that gradient effect. Do you see that? Like I'm building this up right here, and it's making it like a gradient.
Something went wrong. Please try
I wasn't
again.
speaking to you. And I'm gonna blend it out. I still have tit for tat going through my head. Thought I might love you again. See how I feel now that you're acting like that. Right now I'm not even about you. Okay, I'm doing the same technique over here. Gonna dot this on the outer V. I hope that I got my time right with live though, because like I was doing live early, and then like the other day, like it was like only like 98 of you were able to come early, and then the other night, like I think it was like 800 or 900 of you were able to come the other night. So like with my live times, it's just gonna be majority rules. Like whichever attendance is better, that's when I'll be live. Basically the Americans versus USA versus UK. Who's gonna win? That'll be interesting. It had to be me though. Darken this over here. Na 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 na. It's a real talent. It's pure ASMR. Haha, that's so funny. I have a friend who does real ASMR. Her name is Turtley Lo-Fi ASMR. She does like the real deal. The real deal. See how that like it's got like the, you know, like the gradient smoky eye look, and you only use one shade, girl. Only one shade. Don't I might love you again. See how I feel now that you're acting like that. I'm gonna take this one, Heartbreakers. And I'm gonna do my inner corners. I'm kind of like blending it out, you see? Okay, I am gonna crack open a fresh pair of lashes today, girls. I am running really low on my lashes, actually. Do I want want to try these. I think I've previously established that I don't like these ones. These are the Kiss Full Bouncy. I don't like these. Or I was thinking of where'd they go? I have a fresh pair of the Kiss Royal Silk lashes, but I don't know if I want to use them. Put them down here somewhere. Yeah, they are. There they are. They're in the perfume drawer. This or this? That's a cool cat. Ha! I just realized he was back there. That's funny. No, I'm gonna use these. That's what I want to use anyways. Even though every time I put these on, sorry, I didn't mean to shake it like that. I feel a little bit ugly. I used to be like really into these lashes. So, like, these lashes were the only thing that I would wear, and like if I didn't wear these lashes, I would feel ugly. Like high key ugly. Lash Couture. Okay. That's what they look like. This thing is like papery texture. This is like plasticky. And these is what they look like. The only thing I don't, well, there's a lot of things I don't like, but these, one of the things I don't like is that they only come in a pack of 2. I don't like buying lashes in packs of 2 because they're expensive. I'd rather buy those babies in bulk. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to start shopping on the Clock app. I still haven't freaking figured out that Clock app, girl. I still haven't figured out, like, I don't know, girl. I've kind of given up, but like I need to stop that. I need to like keep it going. You know what? Like no doom scrolling, like more productivity. Like I have so many tools available to me. There's even tools like here on YouTube that I don't fully use. Like I could link these lashes right here for y'all. And like I have that available to me. I just don't use it. Like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like this could help you girls, you know what I mean? Do it. Okay, so now we're gonna put these up to my eye. We're gonna kind of like measure them. I'm gonna cut them. These make like really solid clusters. You see that? Now I have a cluster. Save that for later. I have like a whole little box full of clusters that I've never used. But one day. One day. I'm just doing some more measuring. Y'all know how I feel about lashes that are too long. They just don't look good. I think it's better to have a lash band that's too short rather than too long, you know? Because if they're too long, they tend to sag. And then they like make your eyes look droopy, you know? I don't like that. Okay. This one's looking good. Got it, good girl. Good girl. Found you. Same thing on the other side. Honestly, I might just line these up because remember the last time I wore these lashes? Like when I had my other pack of these? One side was like longer than the other. See, and this one's kind of like hanging off the end. So then they match, you know? It's like you don't want one eye to like look good and the other one to like look like it's sagging down, girl. We don't want that. We don't want that. To be me. I know that it makes it worse. I ate Chipotle today, girl, and like it was too oniony. Like I can still taste the onions in my mouth. It's so gross. I think it's cause like this time, like I didn't put. I like my honestly, I like my guac on the side, and I like my chicken on the side because I like to block my chicken because I feel like their chicken's too greasy, and I don't like all that grease. You know, like when you finish the bowl and then you look at the bottom of the bowl and like it's just like grease stains. Yeah, girl, I don't like that. I don't like that. My cat's name is Putsy. Which side is this? Oh, it's this side. So I'm gonna go with my Revlon eyelash curler. Curl the lashes. And then this is my Revlon Micro in the shade Wet the Fudge. And then while these lashes are drying, I've got the Duo eyelash glue on them. And then I'm gonna just line my eye while they dry. That's a skinny little line. If I ever saw one. Okay. Do a little baby wing. Then connect it. This is wrinkly right here. I don't like it. It had to be me though. Na 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 na. See how I feel now that you're acting like that. I've got Elf. Lash It Loud. Y'all know how I feel about cheap mascara. Cheap mascara is the way to go if you are gonna wear lashes, my girl. Because lashes are just gonna cover up whatever mascara tricks that you're doing. Don't be wasting your expensive mascara if you're just gonna pop on a pair of lashes, girl. Don't do it. Yeah, Putsy came with his name and I just thought it was so cute. He's named after a character in Greece though, named Putsy. He's like the blonde boy. So we just pop it on right there. And then we adjust the outer corner. Ooh. Just the outer corner. Uh-huh. And then we're gonna like kind of stretch it. And then adjust the inner. Just like that. Oh, it's not in there. There we go, it's in there now. And then kind of like press up on my natural lashes so that way they stick to the false lashes. It's giving fall diva and I'm here for it. Like it makes me want to put on a big fur coat that's like leopard print, you know? You know, girl. That really suit the look. Thank you. That bruise on your ego. I think I kept these lashes a little too long because I can feel this one kind of poking me in the eye. I don't know, girl. That's not gonna work for me, girl. That's not gonna work. I'm sorry. That's not gonna work. I can't be poked in the eyeball on my own YouTube channel. I'm not doing that. I was an accidental mean girl today. I don't know if anybody saw it. Somebody commented on my story on the Ghost app and was like, not on my story, on one of my spotlights, because I made a spotlight about fake tanning, because like I was like, you know, like when you start fake tanning, like you instantly feel 20 times prettier, you can't go to any event without fake tanning, and you'd rather be splotchy instead of pale. And like I think it has like 10 shades, it has like maybe 10 shades, I don't know, I think it has like 13K on it, something like that, whatever. And this one girl commented and was like, everybody, she said everybody IK, which meaning like I know that fake tans is orange, but I didn't see the IK part. I just saw everybody that fake tans is orange, and I was like, oh, this girl is about to get educated. And I like looked up like pictures of basal cell carcinoma. I looked up like literature on like how like fast how skin cancer spreads and all that stuff. And I don't know, then I was like, whoa, wait, let me read it again. Everybody I know. So I was like, oh, it's just the people she knows. She's not making like a statement. She's making a little bit of a statement, but she's not making like a judgmental statement about people she doesn't even know or see. So I was like, girl, they just haven't seen my fake tanning tutorial. I have a fake tanning tutorial on my YouTube channel. Tell them to check it out. So hopefully they check it out. What the heck am I doing here? I'm gonna remeasure these because clearly I got it wrong. Look, they like are still sticking, look. That looks funny. What was I so upset about? I don't know. Maybe they're like one track too long, you know? Like one thingy too long, you know what I mean? Since these lashes have all these spikes on them, you know what I mean? Like they're like one thingy, like one of these too long. So I'm just gonna chop it off. Like one lash track too long. And I'm gonna chop this side too. Thought I might love you. Let me see if they match now. We don't want one that's too short and one that's longer. No, they match. They match. Okay. I do love how these are curled though. Look at the curl on those. That's crazy, right? I love that line. I took the future. Let's go song for song. Let's go back to back. Fix your. I really want one of those shirts that say Tate on them, like T8. I think that's so cute how she did that. Like, I want one of those like jersey looking things that says Tate. And I look for one every Christmas to put on my Christmas list, because y'all know that I be making my Christmas list on Pinterest. But like, I don't know. I think I just need to go on her website and just screenshot. Also, if y'all follow me in the Ghost app, you saw that there was some random dude who is friends with my cousin, who's never met me before, and who followed me on the Grid app. Like, bro, I don't know you. And he was like older and married with a wife. Why do they always got some wife or some kids when they're barking at my tree? My name is Ashley, not Hagar. If you're not in the word, if you're not in the faith, you won't get that joke. If you don't get the joke, read your Bible. But no, so if you follow me on the Ghost app, you saw that I screenshotted it and I sent it to my cousin and I said, I just want to let you know that your friend is adding me on the Grid app. And he was like, yeah, that's weird. Like, he's like, I met him when I was traveling in Germany. Oh, why? Just why? I don't get it. Yep, that's even weirder. Like, we have no followers in common. Like, unless you have a flair for makeup art, like, why are you following me? Why are you following me? There's no reason for that. I will say, though, that I have an Amazon store. I have an Amazon store that I have lots of things pinned on, and the holidays are coming. So if you're shopping for your wife, your girlfriend, your sister, the mother of your children, whoever, I've got plenty of ideas for gifts for you, bro. So if you're going to be creeping on my page, you might as well make it worthwhile. Get your honey a gift. That's the only reason why a man should be on my page. Amen? Amen. So we just hook it onto the middle there, and then we adjust the outer corner first. And then we're gonna kind of stretch these over and then do the inner. I have like a eyelash right there. Sticking down. My eyelashes are trying me like that. So I'm gonna I don't usually do this technique, but today I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna marry my natural eyelashes and my fake ones by using a mascara. Ooh, I'm gonna get rid of that little doohickey on the end there, girl. Especially with having a wife. Yeah. But like I always say, like I don't do romantical activities on here. Like, one thing about me and like one thing about like any guy I've ever dated or any of my boyfriends, I bet you that the one thing that they can all agree on is you will always know where you stand with me. And when I say that I'm not here for any romantical activities, I mean it. I mean it. So like, even people that are not attached to follow me, I hope you're following me because you think I'm funny, because that's all you're gonna get. That's all you're gonna get. don't believe in using the internet for any of that stuff. Mm-mm. Romantical activities, they belong outside of the internet. Outside. This is Duo Lash Glue. Thank you. Good night. I'm going to take Revlon eyelash curler. Revlon Micro in this shade What the Fudge. This stuff seriously makes the skinniest line, girl. I'm obsessed. This makeup look could almost be called like frosted teddy bear. Like that's literally kind of like what it is. Instead of like honey, I feel like it's like frosted teddy bear glam. I'm kind of thinking of doing like a deep contour today, girl. I feel like that would fit the vibe here. Do a wing and connect it. Did I tell you all that I went to the dermatologist today? I did. He told me that I need to stop using benzoyl peroxide at night because I'm like burning my skin off. Which like I should have known that. But like, so I'm prescribed tretinoin. Tretinoin is literally like the best skincare ingredient ever. And anyways, yeah, but he was like, stop mixing benzoyl peroxide and tretinoin, girl. Like, you're frying your skin off. Like, you need to switch like a gentle cleanser like Cetaphil CeraVe at night. So that's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna see where that takes us. I better not start breaking out because you know who he's gonna be hearing from. Me. What else? Oh, he's gonna put me on a medicated shampoo, which I'm kind of curious about. And he was like, oh, would you rather have over the counter or would you rather me write you a script? I was like, which is cheaper? And he was like, I could write you a script. And I was like, write that script, boy. And anyways, I checked it like in my pharmacy app and girl, it's $0. So I get free shampoo. Heck yeah. But basically, I've talked to you girls before, like I have extremely oily scalp. Let me put this on and then I can continue yapping. So just clip it on there by the middle. Let go. Okay. And now we're going to adjust the outer corner. Ooh, these are long. Okay, and then we're going to do the inner. So stretch them over and then the inner. I feel like this band is longer than this band. This is the exact thing that I didn't want to happen. Girl, if they poke me in the eye though, you know they're coming right off. And then I'm going to press these in place. Marry the lashes, if you will. Slay. This, like, when I was a server, like, this kind of makeup look was the exact kind of makeup that I would go for. Like, neutral, natural, glam. Like, this is the type of makeup that I'd always deviate towards. And I feel like it would, like, look the best when I was, like, taking people's order, you know. Like this. Literally like this. Like, what can I get for you? 6-ounce sirloin. How do you want it cooked? See what I mean? Because, like, you're looking at people and, like, you're looking down and, like, the lashes, they just bring glam. They just bring the glam. Here's a line. Medium, hot pink in the center. Medium rare, warm red in the center. I still got it, girl. I still got it. Y'all know the Texas Roadhouse was and is my favorite place that I've ever worked at. And I would love to go back. I wish I didn't have long COVID because, girl, you know where I'd be. I'm not even playing. I don't know. I got to thinking, and I was like, you know what? If that's where I'm happiest, why the heck don't I work there? I don't know. I probably shouldn't say that on camera, but it's out there now. No more creeps 2025. I feel like I need to put you in the drawer today because I personally like the angle better of when you're in the drawer. Please tell me that it just cracked my favorite foundation because I'm gonna be mad. Oh, thank God. Okay, it's all good. Thank you, Jesus. This is the foundation I wear, by the way. Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint in the shade 220. See what I mean? I feel like we can see each other better now, you know? Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were gonna do a deep contour, girl. Oh. What if we go like latte makeup? You know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just... So this is the Wet n Wild contour palette. Oh, anyways, I was telling you girls about my like really oily scalp. By the way, I'm like applying the contour in kind of like a broad generalized area, and then I'm gonna take the darker one and then apply it like more centralized, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyways, my dermatologist gave me prescription shampoo because I have like extremely oily hair, and you girls know, you've heard me like yap about it 1,000,001 times, that like I have to wash my hair basically every day unless and y'all have watched me do it because I've done it many times on live, where immediately after I wash my hair, it has to be blow dried like immediately, and then after that, like I have to basically coat my entire scalp in dry shampoo because my hair will get so much oil in it so fast, girl. It ain't even funny. It ain't even funny. And today he was asking me questions about it, and he was like, yeah, that's seborrheic dermatitis. And then he told his medical assistant, he's like, yeah, a lot of people that have acne, which if y'all didn't know, I have acne. I've had acne since I was like 9 years old. Not even joking. And we're still going. She's still going strong. And what was I saying? But basically, people with acne struggle with seborrheic dermatitis because, like, he didn't explain this, but I know this because I be on Google and stuff like that and watching dermatologist videos on the Clock app. The scalp is an extension of like the face, so like if your face is oily, like your scalp tends to have the oil in it too, girl. But anyways, I'm gonna take this e.l.f. I love the look of this palette, by the way. I'm gonna take this e.l.f., the same stuff that I use as my eyeshadow, and then I should probably use a smaller brush. Yeah, use a smaller brush. And we're gonna carve those cheekbones, girl. We're gonna get in there. She's gonna like get in there and start buffing this out. We're going for like, ooh. We're going for definition. Do the other side. I don't think I've ever messed with this on camera before. Girl, this one is like really dark. Where are all my girls from yesterday? Where's my girlies at? I'm telling you, these lives have been all over the place. Like, I think, like, maybe it's not the app. Like, maybe it is the app, but like, if the algorithm isn't algorithming, because I know that I've gotten a lot of emails that YouTube has done a lot of updates, so they're watching you, YouTube. But like, if the algorithm is an algorithm, then the live doesn't go the same as it goes the previous day. You feel me? Anyways, girl. Patsy, my cat's trying to play games with my feet. This is the Wet n Wild contour palette again, girl, and I'm gonna go in with the darker shade and just put some over this to like kind of blend her out a little bit. She's a little crazy. I've been really lazy and have not been filming for the Clock app. I've been a bad girl. And now I'm running like out of my stock, like my videos that I have like saved up, so like I need to come back on there and keep on filming, girl. But anyways, girl, what the heck was I saying? Oh yeah, the algorithm on here be all over the place, girl. Like yesterday was popping. Today, like, and I'm live. I went live like within like 30 minutes of when I went live yesterday. Like, don't tell me that made that big a deal, girl. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay. Milk by NYX. I love this stuff. Look at the eyes. One thing that I realized when I was serving is that if I didn't wear bottom mascara, I would get so many compliments on my eyes. Like, I would be like taking people's orders. And then people would be like, your eyes are so pretty. I've gotten a lot of questions, like, even when I was like serving, like in person, people being like, are those your natural eyes? And I'm like, yeah, girl, these are my natural eyes. They this dark. Hi, Sunny. How's it going? I've been waiting for you girls to get here. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do my nose. I didn't do a nose yesterday, and honestly, girl, it wasn't the same. I'm a nose contour-holic. I really like that word lately, a holic. Today I put on my story on the Ghost app, I put mustard-aholic, because I am a mustard-aholic. Did I tell you girls I had an awakening? Ellie is joining later. Cool. Sounds good. I'm taking this brush, and I'm going in here. I'm just going to load my nose up. And then I'm going to go on the tip of my nose. And then like this too. I don't know if I'm going to wear blush today, girl. I might try a little something different. Okay. Where's my little spongy sponge? My little triangle thing. There it is. So I'm going to take my little triangle. We're going to take a lighter color. Any updates, Sunny? And then I'm going to go straight down. Kevin keeps scaring me on our way to our 7th period. Is that the one you like? Or is he the one you don't like? I don't remember. But your friend is with the other one, right? That's attractive. Like, he just comes up to you. Is that the one that's dating your friend? I'm confused. Because, like, a lot of times, like, when people have friends that date people, like, y'all all, like, become, like, a group. Like, it's not necessarily, like, a weird thing. It's like, y'all are almost like a little family now, you know? Where is my little brush? My cat's going crazy. Putsy, you're about to get kicked out. No, Lawless dating Lawless dating Ellie. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So that's good. Let me check my sound. No, Lawless dating Lawless dating Ellie. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So that's good. Let me check my sound. No. Okay, stop that. My nose has to sit. This technique is called baking, by the way. So I'm going to make an exclamation point down the center of my nose. And then just leave it like that. And then this is it, girls. You're ready to go on a date. Just kidding. Okay. What's next? Brows? Brows. That's what we were about to do. This is the Wet n Wild eyebrow pencil in taupe. But Sonny, I feel like that's a good sign though. Like, if he's making an effort to like come up to you and talk to you, like, there's like an old phrase that like guys don't do anything they don't want. You know what I mean? So like, if he's making it a point to come up to you and talk to you, like, that's a good sign, girl. Like guys, they're not gonna talk to you unless they want to. So it looks like he wants to, which is good, you know? Girl, I hope that new shampoo works. Because my hair produces so much oil it ain't even funny. I'm so tired of it. But I was glad that I remembered to like tell the dermatologist about that today. Because I like honestly wasn't even thinking of it. And I was like, you know what? Dermatologists treat hair too. I should just tell him. See what he says. Because he might be like, oh well, just wash your hair every day. But he didn't. He was like, I can give you shampoo for that. And I was like, really? Love that. I hope it doesn't stink though. Because I told him, I said, you don't gonna be using that T-cell now. I had a dermatologist in the past that made me use, he corrected me, said it was called T-gel. I don't remember it being a gel. I remember it being a shampoo. So like Neutrogena makes this shampoo called like T-sal, T-gel. I don't remember, but like it's basically the strongest like dandruff scalp oil shampoo that you can use. And girl, that stuff, you know what the T stands for? Tar. It has tar in it. Y'all ever go on a long road trip and you get out of the car to go to the freaking gas station, go to the bathroom, and what do you smell? Tar. Can you imagine that in your hair? Jail. Jail. Straight to jail. I'm going to take this. This is the e.l.f. Brow Lift. Do a little dot. I have to go, but Elia is joining in a few minutes because she's at her. Okay. Sounds good, Sonny. Thanks for stopping by. And just use that to put the brow hairs in place. Whoa! That's like the exact, it's a little much. But this is pretty much like the exact amount of brow gel that I like. Like not too crazy, not too slick down, but just like controlled. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do another dot of brow gel on this side. But yeah, I told him it better not be stinky. I ain't using no stinky shampoo, girl. That's like the worst, is when you wash your hair. Because like the whole, like one of the reasons why you wash your hair is you want it to smell good. You know what I mean? Like be it clean, smelling good. Amen, amen, amen. But then they give you the stuff to wash your hair with and then it freaking stinks. Then what's the point? Girl, when I was using that T-Salt stuff, I was so pissed. I started using hair perfume. I went on this whole like stage with like hair freaking perfume. Because like apparently not all perfume is good for your hair. So don't just be spraying your hair with like regular perfume because it be having a lot of alcohol in it and stuff like that. It's not good for your hair, dried out. But there's like actual, like, I think Addison Rae's perfumes are like safe for your hair. But like, unless a perfume is safe for your hair, don't use it on your hair. By the way, this is Maybelline Super Stay Skin Tint in the shade 220. Yeah, I thought yesterday that I'm going to check my analytics after this live, but I thought that yesterday I had nailed down the perfect time for my live. No, I didn't, girl. And also, like, maybe I just need to Google it and, like, figure out how to see. But, like, I don't see a way that I can look. And, like, YouTube has, like, a separate app for YouTube creators where you can see all your analytics and stuff. And I don't see, like, a button where it tells me, like, what time that I went live. So unless I remember or unless I write it down, like, there's no way for me to know to compare this live from that live. You know what I mean? So... But I went live 30 minutes later than I went live yesterday, so I don't know, girl. There, like I said, it's all over the place. I'm gonna set my forehead. This is Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist by e.l.f. This is linked in my Amazon storefront, girl. You should get you some. This is my favorite setting spray right now. Like, it just gets it right every single time. I already set this part of my face with it. But, like, it's not too matte, like, not too shiny. It's not going to make your makeup melt off. It's not going to make it overly matte and chalky. But it's just right, girl. It's just right. I think it's the dupe for something expensive, but I don't remember what it's a dupe for. But it's a dupe for something. Okay, girl. Let's get to work on this nose. Okay, this is like my favorite kind of brush. When they cooperate right, this is my favorite kind of brush to use for the nose. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna dust this away. And I don't know, I need to start taking pictures with my big camera. Too many thoughts going in my head at one time. I was just thinking about how I need to start using my... Oh, it's on my table. I can't use it. I was going to say, you know what? There's no time like the present. Let me get out my planner right now and write that down. Set up big camera. Girl, I've been wanting to set up my big camera right next to my mirror. But you know what's holding me back? You know what I said the other day about confessing things to other people? Well, I'm going to confess this to you right now, girl. My room needs to be dusted. Like, I have been very sick the last 2 months, but girl, like I said the other day, I need to put a can of Pledge in here and a microfiber, and then I can just dust one thing a day, and then in like 4 days' time, girl, my room will be clean as a whistle. One thing at a time. That's one of them things I learned in restaurants. That's why the restaurants that are clean, this is how they stay clean, girl. They clean everything gradually. Like a restaurant that's clean, there's some nasty restaurants out there, don't get me wrong, but the ones that are clean, the ones that are nice, this is how they be doing it. Every day, they have some kind of something that they be wiping. Like, it'll be like Ledges Day. And so all the ledges that are between all the booths in the restaurant, they all get wiped in one day. And then 7 days pass, and they get wiped again. They don't wait till they get dirty, dusty, nasty, grimy. They just do it. and then they never get gross. Genius, right? So we can apply this to our homes, and it makes it so much easier. Like, and then you don't spend forever cleaning, because if you're constantly wiping everything, things don't build up and things don't get gross. So I need to get to that point again. But however, we're not at that point right now, girl. So anyways, I want to set up my tripod right here in front of this mirror. Y'all see where these lights are? And you see the reflection in there? I have a full-length mirror with, like, you know, vanity lights around it. And I want to set up my big camera in front of it, because one thing that I hate doing is I hate taking pictures. Like, it's important that I take pictures, like, you know, to help promote my channel and for my thumbnails. And my thumbnails are all messed up, by the way. If you're trying to find a makeup look on my channel on my live tab, good luck, because my thumbnails are usually like say, like, I'm going live today right now, and then I'm gonna take pictures after this. But I probably won't even update my thumbnails for today's live, but I'll use them for tomorrow's live. So if you're looking for this makeup look and you find it and you're like, oh, and then tomorrow I'm doing like purple or pink makeup, you're like, wait a minute. That's not what I signed up for. I need to fix that. That's one of the things I need to do. But anyways, I need to get faster at taking my thumbnails. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like if I had my big camera out and just ready to go, I could set it up, press the little timer thing, take my pictures, and then I could, you know, get in my nightly bath. That was a lot of words. I need to calm down. Hey, Riley. Good to see you, bestie. Anyways, girl, let's see this nose. Am I gonna lose my voice over talking like that, girl? I did a lot of yapping just there. I'm gonna take this color right here, right next to the blue. There's the blue. This is the color I'm gonna use right here. And then I'm gonna start making little dots. Just like that. I think I might really rename this to like teddy bear makeup. Ooh! I just had an idea. You know that cup that's been going viral? Basically, if you don't know, Starbucks released like a new cup, and it's like called like Teddy Barista or something. I just made that up, girl. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like a glass cup shaped like a teddy bear, and I guess you could take it to Starbucks and they'll like make your drink in it. I don't know. People go crazy over it. And they sold out. I could make a makeup look inspired by that cup. In fact, I should. Y'all know I'll be loving some coffee. I can suck down some freaking coffee, girl. But I could like make like a brown and green makeup look. Like maybe like a brown makeup look like this with a green liner. We're gonna have to work on that. Oh, did I just crease my forehead? Y'all know that's my like pet peeve. Don't do that. Stop! He's making a racket. He always be making a racket. Wet n Wild photo focus. I'm gonna set that forehead into place before I mess it up. And then one of these little like triangle things. Then we're gonna set this into place, my girl. Ooh, look at that contour. She's snatched. Okay. Back to these freckles, girl. Stop. Stop. No. No, no, no. Don't chew on that. Don't chew on that. Not for kitties. That's not for kitties. Don't chew on that. He's chewing on my phone cord. He's gonna get himself electrocuted. Because it's plugged in. That's plugged in. Okay. Here we go. So basically, if you're new here, I love freckles. I'm in my freckle era. I don't have natural ones, but I fake them, and you can too. But basically, I start by putting down my nose contour, right? And then I go in with a lighter brown. And then I kind of start laying down the foundation, because people that have actual freckles have like more than one color, you know? And so the nose contour shape that I go for is like here and here and then across here. So like those are the spots that the freckles get the most intense. They get more intense the further deeper I go into my nose. And then as I go outwards, they're more sparse. You see that? That's the look. And I feel like people have been doing this for a while, but I've recently just got into it. So I used to think it was kind of weird. I don't know if I'm into this like in person though. You know what I mean? Like, but they look really good on video. That's one thing I know for sure. Oh no, I forgot my exclamation point. More right here. And now, this is the, no, stop. I need to do my exclamation point really quick. It's not a good brush for that. Where's my little brushes? This one will have to do. I'm gonna take my same highlighter palette that I've used for my inner corners. I'm gonna dip into this and just use the corner because we don't want this to be like super thick. And then just make an exclamation point. See that? And then kind of blend it in. This makes a huge difference if you're gonna like film short form videos. Well, my fan is doing the most. Girl, too hot, too cold. Whatever. Okay. This is the Lift and Snatch in the shade Taupe. And now these are gonna make like more fine freckles. And we're gonna keep going with the same shape as we were before. With like, they're more concentrated along as they get closer to the center of the nose. And then they get sparse as they go outwards. This might look a little funny at first, but then when you finish, and especially when you start recording your little short form videos, girl, it looks so good. But that's another reason why I don't like taking pictures as much, because like, at least like doing my pictures for YouTube is just like, oh, like I have to hold the phone. I know, first world problems. I have to like hold the phone a certain way, like, which is like usually like way out here. I have to like tilt my neck the right way, like smile the right way, and it usually takes me a while to like get it right. And on video, like, you're a moving image, you know what I mean? Like, if you do a lip sync, like, you can like hit like this look, and this look all in one production, and then boom, put it out there, you know what I mean? But with pictures, like, if I take a picture of myself like this, like, it makes me look funny, you know what I mean? But if I hit this face in video, it doesn't affect me as much, you know what I mean? If that makes sense, because you still see a two-dimensional image, but it's not as harsh as a picture. Pictures are harsh on people. Like, you can take pictures of people and them like not look like themselves if you get them from the wrong angle, you know? Pictures are very unforgiving, and I feel like it's not talked about enough. I'm not saying you shouldn't take pictures. Like, take pictures of like your everyday life are so important, girl. Especially if you're in school and stuff like that. Like, take pictures with your friends on the bus. Like, always be that person who asks somebody to take a picture. Do it. Trust me. Like, I wish I had more pictures of like my time in school. I had some of the best times in the bus. Like, I wish I could ride the bus again, honestly. Like, and even if I'd start the school year by being, like, stepping onto my bus, because, like, there's always, like, that, like, anxiety thing when, like, you step on your bus on the first day of school, and, like, you look across the bus for anybody you know, and you see no one you know, or you see all of the kids that have, like, a reputation for being mean or, like, fighting in school, you're like, I'm great. That's the worst. But every single year, girl, by the end of the year, I always made a friend or several friends on the bus, and we were like this. We were like this. We were like a little family. It was so cool. Riding the bus is underrated. I loved my time on the bus. And I wish I would have taken more pictures when I was on the bus of me and my friends. I took a lot of, like, stupid selfies of myself on the bus, though. Which I should have taken pictures with my friends. I'm gonna do some more on the bridge of my nose. I feel like you can see it better when I do that face. You see what I mean, girl? Oh, the other day I did this, and I felt so pretty. I put one right here. Yes, and then I brought back this one. Because this one that one is too big, girl. What were you thinking? This one is a natural one that I have. I have a natural freckle right there. Okay, I'm gonna do an underbrow highlight. Ooh, it's giving glam. Y'all know the best way to give glam and, like, the easiest way to give glam is, like, wear an underbrow highlight. I even feel like underbrow highlights can be a look, like, when you're not wearing that much makeup or, like, any other makeup at all. Like, you could probably do an inner corner highlight and then a brow highlight and mascara and pop. I feel like things that reflect the light are underrated, you know? But, like, things that reflect the light off of your face, like, it makes you look more, like, polished, and, like, it makes you look more flawless. Like, I don't know if it's because it, like, distracts the eye from, like, looking at any imperfections that you might have, or it's because, I don't know, girl. I don't know, but it'd be working. It'd be working. I feel snatched today, girl. I feel snatched. Do you want to see what this look would look like if I had a bob? I haven't talked about the bob all day today. I feel like people are so tired of hearing me talk about the bob. I am gonna have a bob, though. It's on my bucket list. I'm gonna get one day, girl. Mark my words. Like, if something happens to my hair, I'm gonna be like, oh well, I guess I'll get a bob. But, like, I think I might wait till I'm, like, 60 or 70 years old, so it might be a while, but hopefully I'll still be on here, still kicking. And I'll be whipping that thing around. That's the thing I like about bobs, is, like, they be, like, those girls with bobs, they be, like, when they turn their head, it's like, shh. You know what I mean? I can't do it, because I got this long, heavy hair. Them girls with bobs, they be slaying. I'm telling you, girl. I've always been, like, an old soul, though. So, like, I have to be careful. Like, sometimes, like, my taste... Hold on. My taste tends to go, like, older than me. And yet, y'all know, like, I have a lot of older cousins. So I feel like I'm influenced by things that are, like, a stage ahead or many stages ahead in life for me. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to get one and be like, why does that little kid have a 40-year-old haircut? That looks dumb. You know what I mean? It's like, it might not work right now. But, girl, in the future, I'm going to be bobbing. Bobs are so cool. Or maybe it's just that, like, I've never had an appreciation for them. I've always, like, anybody who's cut, I think maybe it's that, like, anybody that I've known that's cut their hair, it's always been like, ew, like, why'd she cut her hair? Doesn't look as good. But, like, but because the internet is the internet and, like, we have so much access to, like, more people, I take that back. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head, but, like, I'm sure that I've seen someone who looks better with short versus long hair. But now that we have access to the internet, we can see these immediate before and afters. There's been so many girls who literally look like 10 times better and younger with a bob. Girl. But let's tuck my hair. Let's see. Longer. And I would want, like, face framing pieces. Stop playing, you know that I'm known for the bob. I do think I'm gonna get a little haircut, though. I'm gonna get a little haircut. Because y'all know that I cut my hair like twice a year. It's getting to be about that time. And also I feel like this right here is looking stringy, you know? And I want, like, I think I want to keep it all one length, but then I want, like, flippy layers. I really like face framing layers in here, so we'll see. And also, girl, I want to be blonder. I want to be blonder. So, but first things first, these nails. Girl, and you know that I don't show my feet in the internet, but you can imagine what my toes look like. But anyways, girl, I've got to get to getting. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you girls have a great rest of your day. I hope you like the look today. I feel thoroughly snatched all the cozy teddy bear goodness today. I love you girls so much. Please follow me on the Ghost app, and I will see you girls tomorrow. Bye.